There is a country where one man fathered more than 1,000 children, with over 100 women. A place where, even today, a man can legally marry up to 4 wives, where homes are built from mud and even manure. A land where, within just a few hours, you can go from the freezing snow of the mountains to the scorching heat of one of the most mesmerizing deserts on Earth. A nation of palaces, bustling markets, and magical villages that looked like they were pulled straight out of 1001 Nights. This is not a fairy tale. This is Morocco, Africa's most visited country. Sit back and hit like, because in this new video of Uncensored World, you'll see what they never tell you about Morocco. Let's get started. Morocco is a country located in the northwest corner of Africa, known for its rich history and cultural diversity. It is bordered to the north by the Mediterranean Sea, to the west by the Atlantic Ocean, and shares land borders to the east and south with Algeria and the Western Sahara. With an area of approximately 447,000 square kilometers, it is one of the largest countries on the continent. Morocco has a population of about 36 million people, with a mix of ethnic groups, predominantly Arabs and Berbers. The climate in Morocco varies by region, with a Mediterranean climate on the coast, arid inland and cooler in the high Atlas, the majestic mountain range that runs through the country. This mountain range not only acts as a natural barrier separating the Sahara Desert from the fertile lands of the north, but is also home to ski slopes that operate for much of the year, especially at higher elevations where snowfall is frequent. Temperatures can vary widely, with hot, dry summers and cold winters, especially in these mountainous areas. The predominant religion in the country is Islam, which influences many aspects of daily life and culture in the country. Morocco's population is predominantly Arab Berber, meaning that they are descended from 2 ethnic groups that have coexisted for centuries. The Berbers, also known as Amazigh, are the indigenous inhabitants of the North African region, with a history dating back thousands of years. Their language, Tamazight, and customs have been maintained over time, even as they have integrated with the Arab culture that arrived in the region beginning in the 7th century. This fusion of cultures has resulted in a rich cultural heritage that is reflected in Morocco's music, dance, and craft traditions. In Morocco, the Berbers are known by the term free men because, unlike other communities in the region, the Berbers have a rich cultural heritage. Unlike other communities that may have been subjugated or colonized, the Berbers have maintained a sense of autonomy and cultural and national pride. An ancestral tradition, probably dating back to times before the arrival of the Arabs, is the practice of not using the left hand for anything other than personal hygiene. This custom is based on the belief that the right hand is the pure hand, used for acts of respect and ceremonies, while the left hand is associated with activities considered impure, such as personal hygiene, which in some cultures involves the use of the left hand for washing, even the most intimate areas. In remote parts of the country, this practice is still maintained, using the left hand in place of items more common in many parts of the world, such as toilet paper. This reflects the profound influence of cultural traditions on the daily lives of local communities. At this point, we would like to ask you, what do you think about this practice, and did you know of anything similar? Pause the video and leave us your comment. It will be great to read you. And as you know, it's the best way to help us keep working hard every week to bring you the best content. So thank you. Be that as it may, surely in the future you will be more mindful of which is the best hand to wave in your travels. Although over time this practice has been losing weight in Morocco, there are still many people who continue to practice it. In addition, there are many other regions of the world where the hand with which some things are done is considered important. As you will see, there are many amazing traditions in this incredible country, surely one of the most beautiful in the world and on the African continent. A country often referred to as the gateway to Africa, due to its proximity to Europe, especially Spain, with which it is separated by the Strait of Gibraltar. This strategic location, combined with its vibrant culture, rich history, and diverse landscapes, makes Morocco the most visited country in Africa. It attracts tourists for its unique architecture, colorful souks, rich cuisine, and incredible contrasts, offering a rich variety of experiences, from the Atlas Mountains to the dunes of the Sahara. Morocco's history dates back to ancient times, with Phoenician, Roman, and Berber influences that have left their mark on the country's culture. During the Middle Ages, Morocco became an important center of Islam, with cities such as Fez and Marrakesh flourishing as centers of learning and trade, a legacy that you will soon discover and marvel at. However, in the 20th century, Morocco was colonized by France and Spain, marking a period of social and economic transformation. France established a protectorate in the year 1912, which led to a modernization of the country, but also caused many tensions and resistance among the population. Morocco finally gained its independence in the year 1956, and since then has undergone remarkable development. The monarchy, headed by the king, has played a key role in the country's stability, implementing political and economic reforms. In recent years, Morocco has sought to strengthen its ties with Europe and the rest of the world, while working on its sustainable development and promoting its rich and diverse culture. It has become the most visited country in Africa, attracting both tourists and international investors. Its past has much to do with the fact that it is considered the country of 1,001 nights, a place with colorful villages, medieval souks full of life, camels and deserts, or cities full of enigmatic labyrinths in which to let your imagination run wild. To begin this journey of discovery, we start with what is surely the most visited and representative city in Morocco, Marrakesh. In Marrakesh, one of the most famous places is its Arabian market or souk, one of the most famous and colorful in the world, typical, as we said, of the adventures of Aladdin in legendary tales like the Arabian Nights. This vibrant maze of streets is full of life, where visitors can lose themselves among an impressive variety of stalls selling everything from exotic spices to traditional textiles. The atmosphere is electrifying, with traders shouting out their bargains, the sound of drums and the aroma of Moroccan cuisine wafting through the air. Here, the art of haggling is an integral part of the experience, making every purchase a little adventure. Bargaining is a must on a trip to Morocco because, as strange as it may seem to you, Moroccans love to bargain. They like it so much that there are places, such as many of the stores in these souks, where they prefer to haggle to sell their products. So arm yourself with patience to find the best price if you visit Morocco. Jemaa El Fna Square is perhaps the best-known place in Marrakesh and is considered the tourist capital of Morocco. This vibrant space is famous for its lively atmosphere, where visitors can explore numerous markets and food stalls offering local delicacies. As the sun sets, the square comes to life in a magical way, transforming into a true cultural spectacle. Every evening, Jemaa El Fna is filled with snake charmers, storytellers, musicians, and street performers who create a fascinating and enveloping atmosphere. Storytellers in particular play an important role in Morocco's oral tradition, narrating stories that have been passed down from generation to generation, a reality that helps in that ancestral traditions are still maintained today, due to such extraordinary realities as that of a sultan who had more than 1,000 children that you will soon meet. In addition, Marrakesh is famous for its leather industry, especially in the tanneries that have been part of the local culture for centuries. Visitors can observe the traditional leather tanning process, where artisans work in large ponds with natural dyes. This age-old technique has made Marrakesh a popular destination for those looking for high-quality leather products, such as bags, jackets, and sandals, which adds a special charm to this fanciful market. Thinking of tanneries, there is a city, probably the most beautiful in the country, where the authenticity of these places is even more impressive. Fez is considered the cultural capital of Morocco, since in addition to its incredible architecture, it also houses one of the oldest universities in the world, the University of Al-Qarawiyyin, founded in the year 859. Its Medina is a World Heritage Site and is an incredible maze of narrow streets filled with artisan workshops and vibrant markets. Unlike the souk in Marrakesh, the Fez market offers an experience where visitors can observe the daily life of the locals. Surely the most distinctive feature of Fez, and one that is equal parts striking and sometimes frightening, is its incredible labyrinthine streets, where it is very easy to get lost. This intricate system of passages and alleys can be overwhelming for many tourists, because no matter how much the indications of our GPS application indicate the proximity to a hotel or place we want to visit, once you enter, it is almost impossible to find the way. Almost impossible if you don't know the place, but that is also part of its incredible charm. Fortunately for many, there are many locals who offer to help visitors navigate these streets, often asking for €1 in exchange for their guidance. Without this help, it would be very difficult to get anywhere, making these informal guides an essential part of the experience in one of Morocco's oldest and most beautiful cities. Focusing on beauty, Chefchaouen, known as the Blue Village, is considered by many to be the most beautiful place in the country. In this village, the houses and streets are painted in different shades of blue, creating a serene and photogenic atmosphere. Surely there are many theories that can indicate the reasons for this need to paint the houses in this color, and if you have one, it will be great to read you in the comments. According to history, this tradition of painting buildings blue is not due to the presence of mosquitoes, preserving the heat, or matters of superstition, but originated with the arrival of Jews who settled in the city in the 15th century, who believed that the color blue represented the sky and served as a reminder of the divine presence. Today, this distinctive feature has made Chefchaouen a place of pilgrimage for photographers and travelers in search of a corner of peace in this bustling and fascinating country. The town is also an excellent starting point for exploring the Rif Mountains, where hikers can enjoy breathtaking views and natural landscapes. The Rif Mountains are a mountain range located in the north of Morocco, stretching from the Mediterranean coast to the interior of the country. This stunning landscape is known for its impressive peaks, deep valleys, and picturesque mountain villages. But surely, the most famous mountain range in Morocco is the High Atlas, a place that could be described as a gateway to another dimension, as you will now see. This majestic mountain range is not only impressive for its height, but also for the diversity of landscapes it offers. In its interior, it is possible to find peaks covered with snow during the winter, such as Mount Toubkal, the highest mountain in Morocco with more than 4,000 meters of altitude, which creates an amazing contrast with the arid lands of the south. In a few hours, it is possible to go from enjoying the white snow on the slopes of the High Atlas to holding the orange sand of the Sahara Desert in your hand. This geographical phenomenon allows visitors to experience two completely different realities in a single day, making the High Atlas a unique destination in the world. The transition between these two very different environments is almost magical, as colors, temperatures, and sensations change dramatically. The High Atlas Mountains are a place where you can enjoy a variety of experiences, from winter sports, such as skiing in resorts like Ouarzazate, to camel trekking in the desert dunes. The possibilities are virtually endless. This diversity of activities attracts both adventurers and those seeking tranquility in nature. In addition, the High Atlas is steeped in a rich Berber culture, which is reflected in the traditional villages and the hospitality of its inhabitants. Traditions and legends, many of them real, that you can learn about in these places if you enjoy its people, such as the fascinating story of the man with the most children in the history of mankind. This fascinating character was Sultan Alaoui Ismail ben Sharif, who reigned some centuries ago. Alaoui Moulay is famous for having had more than 1,000 children, an extraordinary achievement that has led him to be considered the man with the most documented offspring in history. Although the exact number varies according to sources, it is estimated that he had around 1,171 recognized children, the fruit of his enormous harem, which included numerous wives and concubines, something that underlines the power and influence he had in his time. The Sultan resided in Meknes, a city very close to Fez, which in his time was one of the imperial cities of Morocco. There he built impressive palaces and gardens, with a legacy that still endures in this city today. This focus on procreation was not only a symbol of power at the time, but also a political strategy to consolidate his lineage and strengthen his position. This tradition of polygamy, although it has evolved, is still present in Morocco in the 21st century. Today, the law allows men to marry up to 4 wives, as long as they can support them and provide them with an equivalent standard of living. This implies that the husband must have the economic capacity to support several families, which is assessed in the marriage authorization process and is a symbol of power and wealth in Moroccan society. In addition, there is a legal framework that regulates this practice. For example, a man must obtain the consent of his first wife before remarrying, and a marriage contract specifying the rights and duties of each party is required. Although this practice is legal, it is not as common as in the past, and many Moroccans prefer monogamous relationships, reflecting changes in social and cultural attitudes. Probably one of the most sought-after and preferred destinations for tourists in Morocco is to discover the Sahara Desert, the largest in the world. A natural spectacle that extends over several countries, including Morocco. In particular, the area near Merzouga the desert is famous for its beautiful sand dunes, especially the impressive dunes of Erg Chebi. These huge sand formations, which reach heights of up to 150 meters, present a spectacular landscape where the orange color of the sand transforms as the sun moves across the sky, creating a visual spectacle that looks like something out of a dream. Exploring the Sahara is a unique experience that allows visitors to immerse themselves in a dazzling environment. The dunes, shaped by the wind, offer the opportunity to practice activities such as sandboarding and the mythical camel rides, where you can enjoy the silence and the immensity of the desert. At nightfall, the sky is illuminated by a blanket of stars, providing a breathtaking view that reveals the beauty of the universe at its best. This moment of connection with nature and the cosmos is unforgettable and transforms the desert experience into something truly special. Even more so if it is accompanied by stories of Berbers and Sahrawi tribes that help you feel the magic of one of the most fascinating places on the planet. In addition to its beauty, the Sahara is also famous for containing legendary mysteries. One of the most intriguing are the lost cities. In the Moroccan Sahara Desert, ancient ruins have been discovered that suggest the existence of vanished civilizations. For example, the ruins of Jebel Sagro and other archaeological sites in Morocco have revealed traces of settlements that once flourished in this now arid region. These lost cities are believed to be located in specific areas of Morocco, where ancient peoples thrived on water resources and trade routes. Unfortunately, with the passage of time and climate change, many of these civilizations have been buried by the desert sands, fueling the curiosity of archaeologists and adventurers seeking to unravel these secrets of the past hidden beneath the desert's surface. Curiously, though, something that surprises anyone even more than these mysteries is that the Sahara was not always the vast desert we know today. Thousands of years ago, this region was covered by a huge sea, and it is common to find fossils in the sand, reminding us of its ancient past. That is why in the Erfoud area, you can find small museums and street vendors displaying beautiful marine fossils and geodes, discovering a fascinating link between the past and the present. Perhaps this immensity and these unique natural landscapes full of magic and amazing colors has something to do with the fact that it was very close to this desert where some years ago the largest film studios in the world were created. This reality exists in a place called Ouarzazate, also known as the Gateway to the Desert, because of its proximity as the closest point to the desert on the way from the north. This city has been an important center of film production, thanks to its landscapes and impressive architecture. Its huge film studios attract visitors from all over the world who wish to explore the sets that have given life to famous cinematic gems such as Babel, the Game of Thrones series, and Gladiator. Although much of the filming was done in what is probably the most impressive village in the country, a place called Ait Benhaddou. Ait Benhaddou is located very close to Ouarzazate. This place is an impressive ksar, which is the name given to a set of buildings in a fortified village, typically built of adobe and mud, found in desert areas of North Africa. Ait Benhaddou is the most famous ksar, and one of the best preserved in the world, declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO a few years ago. This ancient mud village is famous for its unique architecture and environment, as well as for the shape and construction of the houses, and has been the scene of famous films. The houses, built of adobe and earth, give Ait Benhaddou a picturesque appearance that makes it a fascinating place to explore. Visitors can stroll through its streets, Enjoy panoramic views and feel the history emanating from every corner of this stunning site. But probably the strangest village in Morocco is Ifrane, a village located at 1,700 meters in the Middle Atlas Mountains. This charming place seems to be taken from another country that has nothing to do with Morocco, as it was built by the French in the early 20th century as a cool refuge to escape the high African temperatures. The most striking thing about Ifrane is its architecture, which evokes the Swiss aesthetic, with houses with sloping roofs and manicured parks that contrast with the arid landscape of the rest of the country. This unique setting has made Ifrane a popular destination for those seeking respite from the desert heat. The town's symbol is a sculpture depicting the Atlas lion, which adds a distinctive touch to this unusual African town. In addition to picturesque villages such as these, it is good to know that Kasbahs are one of the most common and beautiful constructions in Morocco. One of the best driving routes you can take in the country will take you to visit numerous Kasbahs, which are adobe fortresses that the Berbers used to protect trade routes. These impressive structures are not only functional, but also present a unique aesthetic that reflects the rich cultural heritage of the region. Some of the most beautiful Kasbahs include Kasbah Telouet, famous for its beauty and history, Kasbah Taouirt, which stands out for its impressive architecture and strategic location. If you want to know the reality of the country in detail, it is important not to confuse Kasbahs with ksars, as would be the ksar of Ait Benhaddou. While Kasbahs are individual fortifications, ksars are small walled villages, similar to citadels, composed of different buildings that served as shelter and storage for local communities. Before we help you understand how you can enjoy these wonders in the best way, we would like to ask you, what do you like the most about Morocco? What has surprised you the most? We'd love to read you in the comments and have you on the channel, so subscribe to Uncensored World if you haven't already. Thank you. At this point, it's good to know that getting to Morocco is relatively easy from many parts of the world. Most international flights land in cities such as Casablanca, Marrakesh, and Fez. From Europe, there are multiple direct flight options connecting to these destinations, making it an accessible place for travelers of various nationalities. There are also ferries that cross the Strait of Gibraltar from Spain, allowing easy and quick access from continental Europe. In terms of quality of life, Morocco offers a mix of modernity and tradition. The cities are full of vibrant markets and culture, while in the rural areas you can enjoy a quieter lifestyle connected to nature. Morocco is also considered one of the safest countries in Africa for tourists, although it is always advisable to take precautions, such as avoiding lonely areas at night and keeping an eye on your belongings. One of the attractions of this magical country is its relatively low cost of living, making it an ideal destination for backpackers and travelers on a budget. For example, a dinner for two in a mid-range restaurant can cost between $10 and $30, while in street food places you can enjoy a delicious meal for less than €5. As for accommodation, prices are also quite reasonable. A night in a mid-range hotel usually costs around €50, but there are also cheaper options, such as hostels and riads, which allow for a more authentic experience at more affordable prices. Something fundamental that every traveler to Morocco should know is that it is a destination rich in activities. You can find offers to tour the Sahara Desert, explore the High Atlas, and visit many of the most beautiful places in the country for very affordable prices. There are organized tours that include transportation, meals, and accommodation, allowing travelers to enjoy unique experiences without spending too much that can be discovered both on the internet and in tourist stores in the main cities of the country. As you have seen, Morocco is an excellent destination for those looking for culture, adventure, or natural and architectural wonders at the best price. Whether exploring the ancient imperial cities, enjoying the most authentic desert, or its centuries-old markets, Morocco will activate your senses like few other places in the world can. For all this, we hope you have enjoyed discovering Morocco with us. If so, don't forget to leave us a comment telling us what surprised you the most about this country and leaving us a nice like. You know that doing so is the best way for you to support Uncensored World, so that we keep working to bring you videos as interesting as this one, every week. And don't miss the video that follows this one, to continue enjoying the wonders, mysteries, and curiosities that make unique this beautiful planet called Earth. Click on it, You will enjoy it.